Hi guys, I've been working with the Recipe Box team to come up with this new really exciting dish as part of our guest chef collaboration. We do them all throughout the year and we've got some really exciting ones coming up. So the dish is broad bean salad with pangrattato and mozzarella. There is so many spring flavours to it. It will make a really nice light supper, sat in the sun with a glass of wine. So the recipe comes under our Vegetarian Foodie category on the website. There are a few processes, but it's really simple. I'm gonna cook it along with you now and it should take us about 50 minutes to do. The first step is just to make the breadcrumbs for the pangrattato. Now pangrattato, if you haven't heard of it, is otherwise known as like a peasant's parmesan, and they use it sprinkled over pasta dishes or roasted veg in Italy. So all we're gonna do is just roughly chop up one of the pittas, just so it fits into the food processor, and then just blend it into breadcrumbs. So we can put the breadcrumbs to one side just briefly while we put a pan of boiling water on for the broad beans. And now all we're gonna do is just pod them and then boil them for about 2 minutes. So whilst the broad beans are cooking, we're just gonna get a bowl of really cold or iced water ready. So once they're cooked, we can put them into that. It will stop the cooking and keep them really vibrant and green. The beans are perfectly edible to eat like this, but I just think for this dish, it works really well if you double pod them, just to add a really nice fresh green through the salad. So it's really easy to do. You just pinch one side and then squeezing the other, it will release the beans inside. So the next stage is just to toast the pine nuts. I'm gonna do them on a medium to low heat, and I'm not gonna take my eyes off them because I really don't want them to burn. Okay, so now we're ready to make the pangrattato. All I'm gonna do is just crush 1 clove of garlic with the back of our knife and then heat up a good amount of olive oil. It may look like there's a lot of olive oil, but it really does need it to coat the breadcrumbs and make them go really golden and crispy. However, if it does look a bit dry, you can add it throughout the process. So now the breadcrumbs have gone nice and golden brown, I'm just gonna take it off the heat, add a large amount of salt and the chopped rosemary, and then mix it through, and we can strain that onto a kitchen towel just to get rid of all the excess oil. Just a quick couple of prep jobs now. We're just gonna pick all the mint off of the stalk and then layer up each of the leaves on top of each other and then just thinly strip them. We'll put those to one side, and then we're gonna cut the chilli in half, de-seed it, and then finely chop that. And then cut the courgette into centimetre rounds. Once we've done all those preparations, we're gonna heat up the remaining clove of garlic with enough oil to coat the bottom of the pan, and we're gonna get that really hot before we start frying the courgettes. And we want it to be really hot so that each side of the courgettes gets a really nice crisp on it. So we're not gonna overcrowd the pan, and we can do that stage in batches if we need to. We're now at the stage we're ready to assemble the whole of the salad now with the rest of the ingredients. So I'm gonna add in half a tin of strained butter beans, toasted pine nuts, the capers, the chopped chilli, the mint, and the zest of a whole lemon. And I really think it needs the whole lemon. And then we're just gonna bring it together with a splash of olive oil, a little bit of red wine vinegar, and plenty of salt and pepper. And then we're ready to start plating. And our salad's ready to go now. It's full of flavors, really bright colors. I'm just gonna split it between 2 plates, tear over the mozzarella, and then cover it in pangrattato over the top. I've just toasted off the rest of the pittas that were in the recipe box, and let's give it a try. And it's delicious, it's super light. There's a really nice crunch on the top. All we need now is a glass of wine. Thanks very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and check out all the other recipe boxes we're doing at the moment. And I'm just gonna go and sit in the sun and eat this.